I've got a new stream. What's up, everybody? If you were the three of us, you totally get that joke. And if not, I'm sorry. It was very funny, though. You would laugh, hysterically. But it's Thursday night, a little bit past, actually a lot past 10:30.
Yeah.
Damn it, Diz!
My fault.
And welcome to Three Old Men. I am one of the three old men, Clan Diesel, and off to my side are the other two old men, because that makes three. That's how math works. We have Dr. Diz.
Common Core.
Supposed to say something, Diz.
Final Fantasy VI. That's what you're hearing in the background.
Yep. And then last but certainly not least, the man, the myth, the Admiral, Double Out Buck. What up, Buck?
Hello.
So to start out, one question, speaking of Final Fantasy VI, what's your all's opinion on Celeste and her magic sucking abilities? And you think that will help Locke in later rounds?
It's scary that she does it with a sword.
Sword? Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Also, do you think when she raises her sword and she absorbs the magic, she says, "Welcome to the suck"? Before that? Also, has she ever turned into She-Ra?
I don't know, but she could. I mean, the outfit doesn't quite match exactly, but
I feel like that was trademark.
I mean, nobody was using it. They probably could have got away with it.
Is it there? Oh, it's down there. Okay.
Whoops. I saw a flash of the airship for a second.
Oh, so that's that. Okay, so we need to change that to that. Oh, there it is. I found it. There we go. Ooh. Now we can watch it on the TV.
Nice. The ending. Spoilers for the ending of Final Fantasy VI, everybody. Hope you've had a chance to play it because it's been out since 1994.
Damn it.
Much like
for me.
was Tim born in 94 or 96? It's 96, wasn't it? Yep. 96. So this game is 2 years older than Timmy Turbo. This game was out in 94. Tim was not.
I didn't get this game when it was released. I actually borrowed it from a friend, and then I didn't want to give it back to them.
Yeah, I rented the shit out of it until Christmas when I got it.
Yeah.
That's what happened with that.
Timmy wasn't even a twinkle when this game was out.
That's true. That is true. Very true. So it's been a while. So how y'all doing? How y'all been?
I'm doing excellent. Because I got some good news from the showcase.
Oh, that's right. I know what good news you're talking about. That showcase bring me some good news.
It would have been better if it would have been this year, but I'll take next year. So
until they push it out again.
Ooh.
But I will say this. On Steam, you can get Fable: The Lost Chapters for $2.99 right now, and you can get the Fable Anniversary Edition for like $10 or something like that, maybe $7.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Somewhere
it's
around
cheap.
there.
Yep. So you can get Fable 1, but you can't play Fable 2 or 3 unless you have a console and the discs, or you emulate it somehow. Dun, dun, dun. But you can only do for 24 hours.
What if you own it?
Then you're okay.
What if you have the collector's edition version? Does that give you anything extra? Diplomatic immunity, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. It gives me citizenship in Zanzibar, where this is perfectly legal. Yeah, I figured as soon as I saw the Fable announcement, I immediately went and posted it in the Discord and tagged you.
Yep, and I was grabbing a screenshot and trying to post it. So. Yeah, somebody had that video uploaded to YouTube within minutes of it going live.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, somebody was making a lot of ad revenue right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely 100%.
So this stuff here, I don't really remember this from the. Is this in the Final Fantasy 6 or Final Fantasy 3?
This scene, like it is right now, is not. Yeah. It's just the airship flying over the Mode 7 map.
Okay.
And revisiting places.
Those birds are fast.
The birds are fast. Yeah, they are. And that water is definitely out of the new version. Because the Super Nintendo cannot do water like that.
It's true. You know what this means? I'll be starting Final Fantasy 7 now.
OG Final Fantasy 7?
OG Final Fantasy 7, which I've never beat. I've attempted to many times, and I get so far into it and get distracted on something else, and by the time I come back, I've lost my either the memory card somewhere, or it got wiped, or it was being emulated and I lost the save, or it was a Steam install and it was on a different computer, and then I was like, oh my god.
Yep.
So we're gonna make it all the way through this time. It's gonna happen.
So the Germans would have us believe.
Yep. So were there other games you guys were interested in the showcase, or?
Well, I know one game that Buck was excited about.
It'll be interesting to see if they screw it up.
It's true. It's not a sequel, it's a prequel.
We're going back to E-Day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Gears of War. E-Day.
I'll have to play through those at some point.
That's me. I've played the first one, but I've never played any of the other ones.
But see, we're going back to see through the eyes of Marcus on E-Day.
Yep.
So what do they call it? E-Day?
Emergence Day. That's when the locusts first appear and started their shit.
They come out of the ground.
It's better than the word I was thinking for E-Day. So
E for everyone?
Not exactly.
Because, I mean, when it starts, the first game, Marcus is in prison. And he's getting busted out by Dom because Hoffman told him that he needs help and that they need their best soldiers to fight these locusts. And Dom's like, you threw the best one in jail. And he's like, fine, go fucking get him. So Dom goes and gets him out of jail and brings him to Hoffman. But this one is before that. This is before Marcus did what he did and got put in jail.
It starts out like an Elder Scrolls game.
You're finally awake. That is every Elder Scrolls game.
So this is pretty much going to show why show all the way up to why Marcus was put in jail. I mean, it kind of told why he got put in jail, but that's because Marcus and Hoffman went at
overcooked the fish.
No,
you can't do that.
Marcus
straight to jail.
Marcus pretty much disobeyed a direct order.
He reheated fish in the microwave at
straight
work.
To jail.
Straight to jail. There's no coming back from that. That's a terrorist action. Hey, nobody deserves that.
Oh, look, they're doing a remodel on the house. It's
They're
Final
going
Fantasy
quick.
VI House Flippers
Nice.
on HGTV.
They made that quick too.
They did.
What do you? I control animals with my magic and can use their attacks. And my granddaughter draws things and they come to life. Our budget for this remodel is $4.3 million.
4.3 million gil.
And they didn't even have Edgar with them to make it.
No.
He's got all the tools.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Edgar could have fucking had that thing done faster.
Edgar is Tony Stark.
I know. Oh, here it is. Speaking of Edgar. Showing his castle. That's Sabin's way. Bye, castle. I knew you well.
We got a castle.
There was also a Doom game.
There was, and it looks really cool. That's Doom: The Dark Ages. I'd heard a rumor that was going to be a thing, and then they showed it. And it looked really, really cool.
It had this weird move where it was like he was like grabbing things and pulling it towards them, or he was being pulled towards the creatures or something.
Yeah, he did have a little grapple attack.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but he also had a gun that took skulls and chewed up the skulls and shot out the bone shards as bullets, which is badass.
Never run out of ammo that way.
So
Exactly.
A flat cannon that shoots skull.
Yeah.
Components.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the trailer looked really good. I've not played any of the new Doom games. I own the original remake of Doom.
Yeah.
And I want to play those, but this one looked very, very good. This one looked top notch. Excellent. Those two were that and Gears of War were the two big things. Well, I will say this. The Xbox show, I think, was the best show of all of them. I will give Xbox that. They had the best show. Those two games were good. There were a couple other things that were there that was good. Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is coming to everything, not just Xbox, but they showed a trailer for it. I think a new trailer. It looked very good. I can't wait for that. I really like Metal Gear Solid. The Perfect Dark reboot, I didn't even know about, but it looked good in the trailer. I don't know how the gameplay and stuff's going to be, but it looked really good in the trailer they showed. And I'm not even a big Perfect Dark fan because the original one was good, but the second one on the 360 was horrible. And then there were a couple of other things. Let's see, they showed Indiana Jones game looked cool.
Oh, from Bethesda.
Yep. Yeah, definitely want to check that out. Near and dear to my heart, Dragon Age the Veilguard.
Yeah, so that we need to talk about that because there's mixed feelings about the Dragon Age.
Okay.
So when I played Dragon Age, the first one, it was like this gritty, like, I don't know, just kind of raw storyline type of game. Like it was just like just brutal, right?
Yep.
But this game does not look like that. Now, I did not play Inquisition. I have it, and I have not played it. But I don't know if there's a transition there. I did watch the little anime where Felicia Day plays a character in that.
Yep.
And I enjoyed that.
That's from, I think, Dragon Age 2.
That still doesn't feel like what I saw in the, the trailer there for that.
Yeah, I think
everything was kind of bubbly and, bright, and everybody's like, yeah, let's do that. And I was like, this is not quite right.
Well, the thing about the characters they're showing. One of them is the dwarf rogue guy, and he's just out to have a good time no matter what. But the characters themselves have been together for a long time. Like these are some of the same characters that have been there since 2.
See, I played through 2. I don't remember. It's been a while, so
yeah. So, but it has changed a lot. Each one is a little bit different than the other one. But yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about that trailer. I don't think it was the best trailer.
What's it called? The new one?
Dragon Age Belgard.
Belgard.
Yep. And usually in each Dragon Age, you're a different hero each time. Like in Dragon Age Inquisition, which is the third one, you can actually recruit, or at least I know of, definitely you meet up and do a quest with the hero from Dragon Age 2. You can't do a quest with the hero from Dragon Age 1. Yeah, spoilers, you die.
I'm gonna die today.
But I like Dragon Age. For me, it's like medieval Mass Effect. So I'll definitely give it a shot. But the two little indie games that I saw that looked kind of cool. There was a one called Mixtape. That seemed kind of neat. You know, it's basically like a little adventure visual novel type game. It looked like. And then the South of Midnight, where you play as the female there that's going through like the bayou, but all those creatures are like monsters.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one. I don't think that'll be a game that I would be into. The Mixtape looked interesting.
Yeah.
Is it set in the 80s or something,
Yes,
or the
it is.
90s? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, they're like driving around in a convertible Volkswagen Golf. So there you go, with that little bar that goes over the back of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there is that. And I'm trying to think of the other game that they showed that was like, it was a turn-based RPG. And a lot of people are saying that is how, like, this looks to be from the trailer and stuff, the most Final Fantasy game since like the last good final turn-based Final Fantasy. Let me see if I can find it here.
Turn-based game. Oh, GameStop.
Yeah. Oh, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That is the name of the game. Yep, Claire. CLAIR. Obscure Expedition 33. I'll put it in the Zoom chat there. There you go.
That's a movie.
I know, right? But from the trailer, everybody has gotten very excited for that game. So looking forward to that one.
She's flying.
Yep. So I think
It looks like futuristic, but still like fantasy, like a mix of medieval fantasy and technology type, like Final Fantasy does.
yeah, it almost seemed like it was like that's kind of maybe a little like steampunkish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that one out. And then everybody, I think, got a little bit excited about because people have been wanting a Japanese based Assassin's Creed forever.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so they're finally getting one. And the combat and stuff they showed in the trailer looked pretty good. You got two protagonists to choose from that you
They
can do
literally
different
had
things with.
everybody else in the world doing martial arts as an assassin, except for in Asia.
Yep. Yep. So they showed a little bit more of that in the Ubisoft presentation, but it looks pretty good. I'll check it out. I think some people were saying that Ghost of Tsushima, whatever it is, uh, still looks like the combat is better in that one than in Assassin's Creed Shadows, but we'll see. Also, Ghost of Tsushima is out now on PC and PS5. If you like sword and ninja games.
No, I really liked Tenchu a long time ago.
I never played Tenchu, but I knew about Tenchu.
Played a lot of those games. First one and the second one. The second one had, I think the first one you could only play as the male character, and the second one you could play as the male or the female character.
I think you're right.
The last swordy ninja game I played, Clam, was Aiden.
Which one? On the Nintendo or
On
did you play
Nintendo.
did you play Ninja Goddamn It for the Nintendo or Ninja Goddamn It for the Xbox?
For Nintendo.
Because they're both Ninja Goddamn It.
Nintendo.
Because at some point, I don't care who you are. At some point, that game, either one of them, take your pick. It's going to make you go, God damn it, and throw the controller. Which could be bad on the original Xbox because you could kill somebody.
I beat the game.
Sharp edges on the controllers.
Yes.
You beat those games?
I beat the game.
Ninja Gaiden 3 for the NES is the worst one because to combat people renting the game, what they did is in the very last stage, if you die, you don't start out in that stage. You start back. So instead of starting out at 6-4, you start out in World 6-1 again. But only on the American version. If you play the Japanese version, it doesn't do that.
That's just mean.
I can still hear the music it plays when you die.
I did like in the Fable trailer how the guy, the hero that's narrating it, he throws in the part about the hero fighting a big frog. He's like, and you will maybe fight a big frog for some reason. Because it was it was in the first trailer eating the fairy.
Yep.
So they had to throw that in there, like
of course,
making fun of themselves for putting it in the first one. So.
Blaster Master had to face a big frog.
Yep.
That's what started his whole quest into the other world.
Yep. Fun fact about that one. In the Japanese version, that doesn't happen.
Right. It's also not called Blaster Master in the Japanese version.
That is true.
There is some other news. It's
What
game
other
related.
news
It's
you
not
got?
video game related, technically. Demiplane,
That's true.
a big platform that allows for a lot of character creation across several different games, including Pathfinder 2nd Edition, was purchased by Roll20. You might recognize that name because we use it to play D&D.
Yup.
As our digital tool set. So So that's interesting. They're really kind of expanding here a lot.
They are. They are. That was a big purchase.
Kind of pumped about that because what it could mean is it's what they want. I think they wanted to do that originally with the D&D Beyond stuff, and they actually had announced that they were going to do that. It's almost like they had worked out a deal with a trap. I think the company Trapdoor was originally making a D&D Beyond app, and then they shit canned that for some reason, and then just had this other company, which I don't even know who built D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I
At
don't know
one
either.
point, I did know it, but I've forgot it. But whoever they actually had partnered with this other their company and did that. And at that point, the Roll20 announcement, whatever, it just kind of disappeared. So they've been wanting this for a long time. It's just now you're not going to be able to import your D&D character. You're going to have to. It's going to be a Pathfinder character or Avatar: The Last
Yeah.
Airbender.
I wonder if they're going to kind of like what Demiplane did, where if you could get your stuff from Paizo on the Demiplane. I wonder if Roll20 is going to do that.
Well, you can already do that with the Demiplane where you purchase the books and it adds it to the character creator. I hope that they merge the two together so that the content is shared across to Roll20. So
that's what I'm hoping.
That would be good.
Also, it probably didn't help that D&D Beyond became a competitor to Roll20 because they're trying to roll out their own virtual tabletop.
Yeah, I mean, if you try their virtual tabletop, it's not really a competitor yet, but they have the resources to make it one.
That's true. Because they're owned by Hasbro. Hasbro makers of fine toys such as Transformers and G.I. Joe and Mask and, Hasbro till all are one.
Oh my God. Would you not love a Mask video game?
I would. There's a rumor that they're getting ready to announce, I think, a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover movie. But I heard that the end goal is to make a G.I. Joe Transformers Mask crossover movie.
Well, I mean, the last Transformer movie added the G.I. Joe to it at the very end.
I still haven't watched that movie.
Hey, I haven't seen it.
So
I've heard it's good.
I mean, the rumor isn't really a rumor. They just have to make the new movie integrating both. I just ain't gonna like that. They were never really together. They shouldn't really be together.
Except in the comics.
Yeah, but the cartoons
Ninja
stood
Turtles in
alone
there with
just
them
fine.
too.
Oh, good God. That doesn't need to be part of it either.
The comic book Ninja Turtles.
They're hardcore.
Yeah.
Donatello dies in the comics and they bring him back as a robot.
That's true.
Question is, who Donatello?
No. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about a massive
Dungeon
movie.
Alchemist to become a TTRPG.
That would be amazing.
Because if it does it, bye-bye Roll20.
What if they... Yeah, what if, I mean, Roll20 could catch on and maybe partner with them or...
Yeah.
I mean, if they did, that would be great too. But if Dungeon Alchemist rolled into the scene and could do what Roll20 did, then my whole campaign would not use Roll20 ever.
Yeah.
Because y'all would get to see all the work I actually put into those damn maps.
Yeah. It would be a lot, yeah. If we could actually explore your maps.
And interact with the shit that I actually have on them.
Yeah, because right now, I mean, you can go into it by yourself and just walk around in the map. But, if the players could do that, that would be really cool, so...
because Hero Forge is partnered with Dungeon Alchemist, so you can make your own character, and I could bring it into Alchemist, and you could be using your own created Hero Forged character.
Yep.
If we could be able to have all of you walking through Dungeon Alchemist the way I can as I'm building the map. So if Dungeon Alchemist could do that, then I wouldn't ever use Roll20.
Yeah.
So that's what I would rather have.
You ready for a hot take?
That.
I don't like Hero Forge.
I'm not huge on Hero Forge.
I don't like it. I think it looks like shit.
I do have a mini. I do have Valden, little Valden. But
I mean, it's cool you can do it and everything. I just think that
there's some other ones
the
out
way
there.
that they do it, it just I don't like it.
I just feel like they need some more options on like the facial features and stuff and the hair and stuff. But they keep adding new outfits and stuff, so all the time.
My biggest problem is when you're making a model in there. Like, for example, I do a lot of Warhammer stuff, right? So I have thousands of minis. And when you get on Hero Force, there's so much of where the attire and the weaponry are melded together and they're sticking out of one another, and the hair sticking out the collar of the top of the shirt or the jacket you've got on or whatever. And in Hero Force, that bothers me because when Warhammer does it, there's none of that bullshit going on. Like, they put in the time to make the models detailed correctly. And that part bothers me more than anything. Because when I make one, I'm like, can we not pull that out just a little bit out of the model to where it's not like the sheath of the sword sticking through the coat? Can we not like adjust that or some shit? Because that wouldn't be happening in real life on a model like any other place. That wouldn't be showing like that. Like, can we not fix that shit? But they don't care in that regard, and that bothers me. But there's been some things I've ordered from them that it's shown up at the house, and I'm like, no. And I've emailed them, and I'm like, took pictures, and I'm like, this is what you sent me. This is not what it should look like. There should be adjustments to this. And they have sent me a new model with the parameters adjusted without me having to pay extra, and fixed it. But because one time I had boots on a character that was laid prone, and their feet were sticking out of their boots. Like, you could see all of the digits of their toes and their heel. And I'm like, that should not be happening.
That is true.
And they're like, we're so sorry. We will, you can keep that model because, we've already sent it and you can do whatever you want to with that, but we will send you a new one that's not messed up like that.
And that model became Buck's NPC Toes McGillicuddy.
Nope, that model became my, let's see what color palette I really want on the new one that's coming. And so that became my, ooh, I don't like that color. So I did other colors until I got the color variant I wanted.
Hey guys, I can count to 10 without taking off my shoes.
Exactly. Yep. He's the ruler of the Blue Dragon Kingdom.
Actually,
Toes McGillicuddy.
Nope. The ruler of the Blue Dragon Kingdom is twins, and y'all will meet them eventually.
Twins.
Yep, they're twins.
That means to kill them, we have to stab them at the same time.
I will say that Valden if he hears that there's twins, he's going to be pumped.
That's true.
I don't think you will. I don't think.
But you gotta have 1 million gold.
He's gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, you gotta have 1 million gold first.
Well,
and Corlin will chip in.
His family may have 1 million gold.
Maybe, but do you have it on you?
He does not.
Do you
have that on you?
You have an EDAR Express card?
Do you have a platinum membership, sir?
I've got the portable hole platinum.
There you go.
Hey,
Portable
that's
hole. It's everywhere I
that means
want to be.
something different in Edar disc.
Oh man.
I knew a girl in Edar named that.
So, Clan, you put another thing out here in our Discord about next week. I think it's next week.
I did.
PAX Day
Yep.
early access
right now
week.
for $39.99. You can buy the small Founders Pack, and you get access to PAX Day on the 18th.
Yep. That's pretty cool. The game looks fun.
Buck will love it. It just shits you out into the thing and says go build shit. Actually, it doesn't even tell you that. It just shits you out in the game in there. At least that's how it was in the beta I played. It's like, where do you want to be on the map? And you pick a kingdom. I picked the Shire, of course. And then it just like standing in a field near a road. And I was like, what do I do now? And it's like, I don't know.
Does it give you like a plot of land to build on, or is it just
you get, I think in the basic set, I think you get 2 plots. So, and the number of plots you have dictates how big a thing you can build. Because you can only build on your plot. So, plan accordingly. And so right now, I think more than likely you're going to be able to get more plots. I don't know how you will do that. I do know that if you buy the higher priced versions of the Founders Packs, you get a couple more items that you can craft. They're like, I guess, cosmetic for your house and for you to wear and stuff. And then you also get more plots of land.
So this is what I thought was happening. So you get more plots of land if you give them more money. So it's like digital real estate.
It's pay to win.
No, not necessarily, because you can also, well, the whole thing about it is they want you to form guilds or what tribes or whatever with the other players. So, and then your guild can get larger plots of land.
Yeah. So I'm not against the ideal of digital real estate. Like, now I'm thinking, could you build like a really cool house on your plot of land and then sell it to another player?
I don't know.
And then buy, and then find another player that has like a shitty house that they don't know what they're doing, and you buy theirs for really cheap. And you
you become the Chip and Joanna Gaines of friggin' PAX Day.
Shiplap everywhere.
You're gonna shiplap everything. So how many trees do I got to cut down to make shiplap? I don't know. You know what it is? Pay your $40 and find out.
I love it.
On the 18th.
If that's not how the game works, I need to make this game.
Something's coming out on the 17th too. Me and Clan talked about it.
Is that the center map?
For Ark. No, not necessarily on the center. But for Ark, Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah, the Power Rangers
coming
thing.
to Ark Survival Ascended. And they're not telling us what it is. But the image that it shows is your character, which almost looks like you're in a Power Ranger suit, but not quite. It's kind of like you're in tech gear, and you've got a dodo beside you, and it's a silhouette of that. And then the background is the 5 Zords of the original Power Rangers.
Inside of Ark.
Yes.
No, inside of one of the
inside
maps.
the game, yes. So my question is, can you build a Zord? And can you join the Zords together to make a Megazord?
So there's an update coming Monday that is going to answer all the questions of what we're going to get to do with them. Which means on Tuesday, I will have as much information as I can by it when I go live for ASA.
There you go.
And I currently have Rexes that are being born at 256, so I'll have a massive
like
Rex if I get to turn him into
for me. But
I know,
it is
right?
like robotic stuff, and there is already robotic stuff in the game. So,
well, see, the thing
They
is
are
that
dinosaurs.
well, the thing is what they did is they originally allowed you that if you tamed all the dinos, you got a bionic Rex skin. That's what they did back in Ark Survival Evolved. And that was the only bionic dino you had from Island all the way until Extinction came out. And you just put this skin on your Rex and he looked like he was a robotic dino. And then Extinction came out, and then they allowed for Stegos and Parasaurs and T Rexes and even Trikes to take on this robotic looking shape. And you got new resources when you killed them. They also brought out different other creatures, because I ain't going to call these robots, because there's defender drones and predator drones that are robotic, actual drone typed creatures roaming around that you had to fight. And then they brought out what is called mechs that you could build in Extinction, and they're used to fight the Titans. And there's 3 Titans in Extinction that you had to try to tame and acquire to fight the Titan Lord, which is the final boss of Extinction.
Yeah.
So that's why they brought out these mechanical dinosaurs. So it kind of tracks on bringing out, or collabing a type of Power Ranger run with this, with all this new stuff they're trying to bring out. But they're physically wanting them to look like the Ranger Zords.
Yep.
Not just the actual tech dinos that they had out in Extinction.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to pull this off. I'm interested to see how it actually happens.
And I'm not big on saber-toothed cats in this game. A Thylacoleo is way better than a saber-tooth will ever be. But if I get a Power Ranger saber-tooth cat that has any type of close to the functions of what the yellow Power Ranger got to have in that saber-tooth, then that Thylo may get put aside. I'm just saying, if I get any of those powers, then we may have to change them out.
So is the next release going to be you get to build different color like saber-tooth cat bots, and then they merge together to make a large.
I mean, if that's the case, I'm down for Voltron. I mean, Voltron came before Power Rangers.
That's true. It did. Not before Super Sentai, though.
No, it didn't come before that, but it came before Power Rangers.
Yep. Speaking of dinosaurs, another game's coming out. And Diz was showing it off there on the screen a second ago.
A little bit, yeah.
The Horizon Lego game that had been rumored for a long time was announced, and it's coming out later this year. I think in November of this year. To literally everything.
I mean, Legos usually does shoot out to pretty much everything.
Yep.
So their one game that they came out with, that was in Fortnite. What was it called?
Lego Fortnite.
Lego Fortnite. Yeah, of course. Is this just built on that engine?
No, this is different people.
Oh, different people. Okay.
Yeah, this is different people. This is
usually
Traveler's
Lego,
Tales.
I was gonna say usually Lego just gets the trademark agreement to take a game or a movie and make a Lego game of it, like they did with Pirates and Lord of the Rings and everything else, and they just
make
a game of it. Yeah.
Yeah, Traveler's Tales is who usually builds the Lego games.
The one for Fortnite was a little different.
Yeah. And they literally build it using the Unreal Engine 5 Fortnite Edition engine or whatever it's called.
Oh, and another thing with Ark, they're trying to boost it to the 5.4 Unreal Engine. It's currently on 5.2. They're trying to skip 3 altogether.
Might as well.
No, they should not. Might as well. They're having problems with it at where it's at now. You should not be skipping steps. Fix what you got a problem with now before you try to jump ahead.
Yep. I am looking forward to this game though. The Lego Horizon game.
You play
I think
Horizon.
it'll be fun. Yes.
Yeah, I never played Horizon. So
yep. I owned the first Horizon game twice. I own it for PS 5, well 4, and then the 5 version they give you a free upgrade. And then I also own it on PC.
The first one came out during the we'll call it the Legolas influence on games, where everybody had to have a bow and arrow, right?
Yeah. Yep.
As you can
I
see,
thought
she
it
has
came
a bow
out.
there.
I thought it came out more after Brave came out.
Oh, maybe.
Because she's redheaded, she's got the bow. It seemed to me when I mean it may be more for Legolas, but it seemed to me she came out more kind of mirroring Miria from Brave.
Well, I will say that when Lord of the Rings came out, Legolas made shooting a bow look the most badass that we've seen.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And then after that, I think everybody else is like, "Yeah, we can do this."
But I feel like when Brave came out, that's where any of the females with a bow has been mirrored from, because she was like the first one that was doing a bow as a female.
I like Brave.
The best part's when she's shooting against the 3 princes and fucking up their arrows, and her mom's like, "Don't you loose another arrow?" She's like, "Oh fuck you, lady! I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot this."
And it cuts her cheek as it goes
because she steps out. I'm gonna be shooting from my own hand. It's like, oh no, you're gonna piss your mom off. But I mean that's what happens with those type of people.
That's one of those heritage movies for me. That's my people.
And by those people, I meant soulless gingers, those redheaded people, those people.
Damn.
Yep.
It's all right. You're hairless, Glenn. It doesn't affect you.
I've got some hair. See? My head got burned. I can't shave it.
But see, that's how I made the coolest Uncle of the Year award, though, with the whole Lego thing. I got my nephew for his 7th birthday and a brand new Xbox at the time, and gave him like 12 Lego games and Minecraft for his birthday. And I solidified coolest uncle of the millennia award. Like I can never lose that award now, no matter what I do.
Definitely though.
What's up with Legos? What's up with Legos anymore? You can literally buy anything made of Legos now, but it is
you can even buy a bed.
It is a fortune to buy it.
Yep.
I've seen a full size bed made out of Legos.
It's because they're Swedish.
It was a queen size bed, I'm pretty sure. But still. But the most recent I've seen is Barad-dûr.
Mm-hmm.
The Eye of Sauron. I've seen it. It's like the most recent. and that's almost $500.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they're expensive as crap, but they pretty much are designing whatever you want. You can be like, you could find it.
I love how it looks.
Pretty much.
Like there's no room in this tower at all. It's like
Right.
4 rooms and a hot tub.
Like I thought it would be more spacious than this.
I saw the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, that thing is massive.
Yeah.
They even got the
Huge.
helmets.
Yep.
That guy.
The mother-in-law wants Rivendell.
Oh my God, Rivendell. Yeah.
That would be large.
I told her that I would help her build that if she bought it, but that she needed to get a press board and green felt to put it on for us to build it so it could be picked up and moved, because she did not want to try to build that and then move it after it was assembled on something that was not sturdy enough to pick up and move.
You need to buy one of those big old Lego tables.
I mean, we could, but it needs to be put on press board. That way it's not flimsy.
Guards of Narsil. Oh, they're reforging the blade.
No, you're saying it wrong.
They
are reforging the blade.
The blade. And Rivendell.
We have to shatter the ring with a dwarven axe, because that's gonna work.
And just to set it straight, I know it made a really cool reveal in the Return of the King. Elrond riding out in the middle of fucking nowhere to bring him the sword.
That's not how that worked.
It did not fucking happen that way. He had the sword from the very beginning. The first time when they go to Rivendell, he's like, "Here, let me reforge this sword. Here, take this with you. It's gonna be fucking dangerous."
Like, you need this now, not right before you go fight the motherfuckers at the end. And you know, when Gimli looks at Frodo and he says, "You have my axe," I don't think I'd take him up on that, because I just watched you shatter your axe on the fucking ring. Your axe is garbage, dwarf. Like, I don't think I'd want his help.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I need people of intelligence on this quest, journey, thing.
Well, that rules you out.
Oh.
As he looks around like, what do you mean?
They get a shot of Gandalf and he's like, oh. Rolling his eyes.
Gandalf's like, the only halfling I wanted with Frodo was probably Sam.
Now
the only intelligent one of the bunch.
I might get. These things look cool.
Lego Pops.
Yep. Those are pretty cool.
The only sad
and
part
affordable.
Is it makes Legolas look so bad.
Yeah.
That's what
he looks so he looks so derpy.
Look at the Balrog.
That looks like something the Balrog shit out. That doesn't look like no Balrog.
Frodo with his receding hairline.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Got a sting there. He's got a fish.
I mean, at least they didn't make Aragorn look like he had a receding hairline because he's wearing the crown.
Now, we have a fair amount of the Mario Legos.
Yep, me too.
And here, this one is really cool, but it's so expensive. I mean, you're getting a dragon, a displacer beast.
I mean, if it's cool, it's definitely going to be expensive. That's the rules.
There's an owlbear down there at the bottom.
Is there owlbear sandwiches involved though? That's the question.
Owlbear sandwiches.
How about pork chop sandwiches?
Well, I mean, in D&D, it's got to be owlbear sandwiches.
Oh, you get a beholder. Is
and
that a gelatinous cube?
And a gelatinous cube.
Yep. You got to have a gelatinous cube and a beholder. It's required by law.
Yeah.
But it is $360.
Well, hell, that's not as expensive as the Tower of Door.
I know, but still. But like you can get the Titanic and sink it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And sink it
You can
yourself
get
in your bathtub.
Listen, they announced the cat Lego really smart. It was cute what they did. The Lego account made a tweet, and the tweet was just a bunch of garbled stuff, just random characters. Yeah. And then a little while later in the day, they tweeted out the Lego cat standing on the keyboard. So it was like the cat walked on the keyboard and made the tweet. So it was cute.
Funny.
Props to him for that. That was good. It's like, I see what you're doing over there, Lego, and I approve. Speaking of approve, a weird thing happened lately, which has surprised everyone, or at least everyone that cares. So the final Destiny expansion was released, called The Final Shape. And as of right now, June 13th, 2024, it has surprisingly released as the most positively reviewed Destiny content that has been released.
Because it's the final part of the game ever.
Well, it's the final part of the Light and Dark story.
It better be the final chapter of Destiny 2.
That's what I was talking about.
We do know there's the final shape, right? Which it sends you in it and it wants you to do the final shape. Don't do anything else but the final shape story. When you leave that to go to the tower or something, like put something in your vault or something, it gets really mad at you. And it will tell you, we didn't build it like this. Get your ass back to the story.
Gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it's very emotional. There's a lot of the characters are finally having to deal with stuff that they needed to deal with for the last 10 years. So a lot of shit's brought up and there's a lot of arguing and stuff. And then I haven't completed the story yet, but I'm close. I'm almost finished with the story. And then after that, there's going to be the 3 seasons, which one season they're called episodes, and one episode has started now. And then after that, in 2025, there's going to be, what did they call it? Frontier Expeditions or something like that.
The final shape. That's the next episode.
There is,
and then the finalist shape.
Yeah, Destiny 2 Frontiers is what they're calling it. So right now, they're saying Destiny 3 in 2026.
And the only reason they've got so many positive reviews is because Cade's back.
It could be. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, they're saying people are saying this is the best Destiny expansion that they've ever did. So kudos to them. I'm glad they got a positive. At least they're ending it on a positive. Uh-huh.
You like it?
I do. There's, like I said, there's a lot of emotional baggage that they're all having to deal with. And they have no choice but to deal with it. I do miss Lance Reddick as Zavala. I don't mind the new guy doing it. He does a good Zavala. He's a very accomplished actor and voice actor. I like him in a lot of things. Hell, he's Goliath from Gargoyles. So I mean, he's got acting chops. He's not a bad actor. It's just I really wish we could have had, I really wish even with Ikora, I wish they'd brought back the original. If they could, if Lance Reddick hadn't died, the original 3 Vanguard voice actors to finish it out.
Well, I mean, I don't think that they were hoping that Zavala was going to just up and die.
Right, yeah, but I mean, I wish they could have got Zoe, even though that's not a real name, but she's always Zoe to me. Back for Ikora. That would have been nice to just do this one voiceover job and finish out the story and everything. But no, a lot of people are thinking, like I said, 2026 for Destiny 3, and then there'll be a time jump, and it'll be completely. You won't even be the same Guardian. It'll be completely new and outside of the Soul system. Because they're thinking that's what Frontiers will be. It'll be you traveling outside of the solar system to do things.
And the newest members that they've been adding are going to be the new Vanguard.
See, I don't know, because as far as the new Vanguard goes, there's only one new person, and that's Crow. Like they really haven't introduced a new Warlock or a new Titan. So, I mean, those would come along the way. And like I said, I haven't finished the story of Final Shape. So I don't know who lives and who dies or what happens there at the end. And I don't want to spoil it for myself by looking at YouTube videos.
What's Bray then?
Bray?
Yeah.
He dead.
No, the girl.
The girl? I mean, maybe she'll show up and do it, but she seemed like she was. Well, there's 2 of them. There's the Rasputin girl, and then there's her sister. She's an exo.
So they could put her as the hunter.
And they both, they both seem like they're hunters. Now, if they wanted to, maybe you could bring back Amanda Holiday as a Titan.
Yeah, possibly.
But yeah. But so far, what I've played, it's been all right. It's been pretty good. But it's very story heavy.
Just to have Osiris as the warlock.
I mean, he did it before.
He's been through time.
Yep. Yeah. Now after the story of Final Shape, the season, I keep on calling it a season, the episode that's out right now, seems to focus a lot on Saint and Osiris and the Vex. Because it seems like after whatever happens at the end of the story has caused the Vex to change how they operate.
I don't know. I've debated playing through it, but I didn't play through Witch Queen. I played through what was the last one with the surfer
Lightfall.
guys? Yeah, Lightfall.
Lightfall.
I played
I enjoyed that one. Most people didn't, but I enjoyed it.
I wanted to because it had like an 80s vibe, neon and maybe like an 80s 90 vibe to it or something, but did not enjoy the characters that I had to interact with. Oh, what's up, bro?
Well, speaking of the 80s 90s vibe, it was almost like Point Break. Kind of. Yeah. But I enjoyed that one. That was a good one. Witch Queen's good too. I played through Witch Queen finally. It was good too.
I think that one I would probably enjoy that one. It's looks like it's a little darker. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it just needs a fresh start. That's why I was
Oh
looking
yeah.
for Destiny 3.
100% needs a restart. And I think Destiny 3 has to be that. It has to be where this is the end. Nothing's going to carry over. When you start Destiny 3, it's going to be completely new. You're not going to have any connections other than some story references or something, probably to 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've debated it.
I just lost care about it. It just playing solo through it so much. Just having to go in and queue with randoms and everything I done just got to the point that I didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in with a clan and still didn't have anybody to play with.
What I didn't like is every time that they would come out with an update or an episode or a season or whatever, it was just like they abandoned everything else. And there were so many times that I enjoyed parts of the game. Like I enjoyed when you went to, and I may be mixing up Destiny 1 with it. I think this is Destiny 2. You went to like this like arena place, and it would just flood in with like 3 waves of enemies. And the last wave would be like a boss fight. It was like a prison.
Prison of Elders?
Maybe.
I mean, that was in 1 and 2.
So, yeah, I remember playing that, and they had other versions of it where you went somewhere else, and there was another like arena type thing like that. I remember even a third one that was like that in one of the expansions. But it's like you did that for so long, and it's just like, okay, well, we're never ever gonna do this ever again. So we're just abandoning this, and all the weapons that you got now they're garbage because we changed the system.
They got rid of that.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure because they love to change everything up.
In this new one, you don't have to do that. When you log in for the first time in the final shape, your everything that you have is boosted to 1900.
Yeah. Well, we went through a range with the Destiny 2. In the beginning, it was everybody gets the same weapon. If this drops for you or you, it's the same weapon. And then they quickly went away from that, and then they went back to the stat builds like we had in Destiny 1, and I don't know. I don't even know what else they've went through.
Yeah.
It's just
I just wanted to. Oh
playing
yeah,
Destiny 2, and from the beginning to the end, it's such a different game.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way they did the artifacts.
Yeah.
Because you go in and you're grinding bounties over and over and over and over just to work that up to get your light level up for the next season episode, whatever the devil they're going to call it, that they rip that artifact from you, drop your light level back down to what it was if you hadn't worked it up at all, give you a new one, and then said start all over again. Well, fuck, if I'm going to grind like that, I'll just go to WoW. At least there I get to keep my shit.
Yeah. It's just, I think that in the game has changed hands a lot. I guess Bungie is still the people making it, but the people who have owned Bungie has changed multiple times here since
4
the game
times
came out. Yeah, it makes it a little rough. It's impressive that the game has made it this far and went through all that. So.
Yep. Actually 5. Let's see. since they made Destiny, it's been Microsoft, Bungie, Activision Blizzard, Bungie, Sony.
Yep. Ran the gambit there.
Yep. Did somebody say Gambit? Bring a sword.
Bring a sword. All right, all right, all right.
Space McConaughey.
I don't even know all the different enemies that you can fight now. So what we got the Fallen, which are the four-armed guys, not forearm, but forearms.
Like in like insect people, but there's also good guy versions of them that we met along the way.
Yeah,
that lived with us in the last city.
They had two arms in that one place where we met one of them that was out in the broken apart area
in the snow area, right?
Rift. What was it called? The Rift or what was it called?
I don't remember. But I found out watching that 10-hour Bife video about the Destiny story up to Final Shape. Cool. Apparently, they, as punishment, that's why they have the ones with two arms. They have been punished, and as part of that punishment, their arms are cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we got them, and we got the Hive.
Yep.
And then we got the Taken.
Yep, the Taken.
And the Vex. And then you got the guys who hold the chain lanterns.
Oh yeah.
Throne. What are they called?
Yep. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of what they're called. But I know what you're talking about.
We'll call them the Jersey Mikes.
Hey. Yep.
I don't know what they're called.
And now there's some new ones too that you'll find in the Final Shape that are just species that the Witness conquered on his way to try to get the Traveler. Yeah. There's some flying guys.
I wish
and then some other ones that can use strand.
That we don't necessarily need new races that we find. It's not necessary. I mean, we haven't fully explored what the Vex can do, and the Hive, and I mean,
and then you got the Emperor's forces.
3 really interesting races there. I mean, of critters.
Yep.
The Emperor, whatever those are. So
the Cabals.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the Cabals. The Fogons. From Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Nice.
Space bureaucracy.
Yep.
The guy that was making our guild wanted to name the guild Cabals Deep in Destiny. And they wouldn't let him have it.
It's a good name.
Wouldn't let him have it. I was like, well, I mean.
Rude.
I was like, you're not saying anything inappropriate. If we're on the planet getting assaulted by the Cabal, that's what's happening.
That's true. Hey, if you are playing Destiny, you don't have a clan. We do have a clan in Destiny.
It ain't the cannolis, is it?
That I'm the only one doing anything in, so.
It's not the cannolis, is it?
It is not. It's not actually heroes.
How is there other members? Because there's other people that have bought the game.
There is.
I haven't bought the game yet. But
there's me, and there's you, and there's Baker, and then there is Stephen Alley.
Oh.
That's everybody that's in. Sly's in this other streamers guild, and he runs with that guild.
Are you aware how much money it would cost me to buy everything I need to get caught up?
It's actually on sale right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, they have a pack now that does all that, but it's still, I mean, there's a lot.
Bucks.
Well, Final Shape, just basic Final Shape's $50.
Yeah, it's $50. Yeah, there was a package deal, and I want to say it was like $25.
Yeah, there is by Legacy. The Legacy collection for Destiny 2 is $24.50 right now. It's 65% off.
And that gets you all the way up.
Then I got to get the Galahorn pack because who the fuck's playing without Galahorn?
This gives you, the Legacy collection gives you Lightfall, Witch Queen, Beyond Light, Shadowkeep, Forsaken, the 30th anniversary pack, which is the Galahorn pack.
Okay,
Pit of Heresy dungeon, Shattered Throne dungeon, and Grasp of Avarice dungeon.
So there's an Echoes thing.
I have half of that.
That's what Echoes. That is what's now. That's the name of the season right now that you're in. Is the episode 1 is Echoes.
So you have to buy Final Shape. If it comes with Echoes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. If you buy the $50 pack for Final Shape, that gives you Final Shape and the first episode. If you buy the $99 pack, then you get Final Shape and all the episodes. There you go. But the $25 pack will get you up to Final Shape, and then so $75 will get you everything current.
And then that's 6.5 months of playing to get caught up.
It's a little bit of playing.
I mean, if I got that right now, I would just go in, finish up Final Shape and stuff, and then go back and do the other content as I wanted to.
But then I don't know what the devil happened up to Final Shape.
Well, it's going to kind of tell you.
What is this?
Here, I'm going to spoil it for you. We fucked.
Bundle.
That is if you don't want to buy Final Shape, but you want to buy the season, you buy that $15 pack, and it gives you the silver equivalent in game to buy the episode from Eververse.
I don't understand why somebody would do that.
What if they already got Final Shape and didn't get that?
Why would... So if you buy Final Shape, you get this Echoes?
Yes.
What if you don't buy Final Shape, you can't play the storyline, but you get Echoes, which is...
No.
Mm-mm. What is it?
If you don't buy Final Shape, you can play the first mission of Final Shape, and that's all you can do as far as current content.
So, episode Echoes, cosmetics, and more.
Yeah, you get an emote and 1,700 silver.
Do you understand what that means? Because I'm still a little lost here. Final Shape is the container, and Echoes is the content inside of it.
No.
What Final are these Shape two things?
Gives you access to the story mission for Final Shape. So that gives you the build up to fighting the Witness and then the raid.
All right.
So Echoes, the episode Echoes is what happens after that.
Oh.
This is after what happens at the end of the story of Final Shape is played out and the Witness is defeated. This is what happens after. Yeah, this is the next one. What happens after whatever happens.
This is between ARR and Heavensward.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly.
That's don't do that. No. That's bad. Just skip to the next part. Gotcha.
But if you pay $100, you get all the stuff before Destiny 3.
I know at least you get the Final Shape in the first 3 episodes if you buy the $100 version.
So Final Shape and the first episode came out at the same time.
Yes. Well,
but if you buy Final Shape, you can't play the episode afterwards, right? You still have to buy this.
No. You're not understand. No, as I've said,
still not following
3 times. If you buy the $50 version, which is what I bought of the Final Shape, you get access to the Final Shape story missions,
Mm-hmm.
the raid, and then you get episode echoes. Now, I will have to either buy the $99 version or buy the other episodes individually as they come out.
But there is a weird option where I could not buy Final Shape, but I could buy Echoes and play the episode after Final Shape.
Yes.
Why would anybody do this? Why is that an option?
I guess some people just don't want to go through the story, but they want access to the weapons or whatever that you're going to get through playing Echoes.
Okay, I'll accept that. Still don't understand it. I'll accept that.
Why is it done like that? Because enough people complained that they made it that way.
Yeah, it just feels confusing for everybody else.
It is confusing.
Because I'm sitting here like, do I need to buy Echoes? I don't understand.
No. If you buy the $50 Lightfall pack, you're good. You will get all the current content. So you still got to buy. If you haven't bought the other stuff, you still got to buy the $25 pack to get everything that happened beforehand.
You do, right?
So and that'll give you access to get your strand stuff and your stasis abilities.
And what about the annual pass? What do you get with that?
The annual pass artifact shit, ain't it?
Is the episodes.
Is the episodes okay?
Yes.
You get like the artifact, like he's talking. Is there like a version of that in this?
Yeah, you always get an artifact.
Unlock it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that. The episode or the annual thing is like the season pass bullshit, right? Where you get the exotic gun and extra resources and crap like that.
Yep.
That's that annual pass mess.
But that also gives you access to episodes 2 and 3.
Keys for life all in the witch. Or sold separate.
Yep. Otherwise, you can't do them.
Disclaimers.
Well, usually they'll let you do the first mission, but that's all you can do.
It's their teaser.
Yep.
God, there's so much of this game I did not play.
Yep. There's a lot. If you're getting into it now, brand new or from a long time, there's a lot of stuff. That's why I said a lot of people think that Destiny 3 has to be a new jumping on point, completely new.
Yep. Like they need all new NPCs. I'd say keep Shax and then get rid of everybody
else. I pretty much played up till we started getting our new abilities.
Yeah, stasis sucks. Strand is awesome.
I don't like either one.
You know how I see
Strand? Strand, it was put. I feel like Strand was put in the game because it's just like Halo 6. You know, Halo Infinity or whatever, Infinity and Beyond. They had to give him a grappling hook. So guess what they had to do in Destiny? They had to give you some ability where you have a magical grappling hook, and that's what it is.
Well, there's other things. Some other stuff. It doesn't just do that, yeah.
But that's like the, I don't know. To me, it's like that's why it's there.
It helps with traversal, and it's my favorite ability in Destiny.
Yeah. Well, it helps you because you play Warlock. So.
Yep. And now Titans can move too. But yeah, it's my favorite ability. I like the way that you can move with the Strand.
Titans are the fastest motherfuckers in the game.
But they can't jump.
They can't maneuver very well, but they're really fast. Warlocks are neither fast nor can they maneuver. But they can hit you from 25 feet away with a melee.
They can blink.
Yeah, they can.
And we have that one ability that when it kicks in, you run super fast.
All of your superpower abilities, pretty much. The Palpatine, Lightning Storm.
Oh yeah, yep, the Palpatine. Yeah, the Palpatine, the Kamehameha.
I just
the
need
whale.
I just need the bone helmet and the slow moving Nova Bomb.
And now you have Prismatic.
Was that a new ability?
It allows you to take some abilities as you unlock them. You can take abilities from other, basically classes, and mix them up together.
Because with the bone helmet and the slow moving Nova Bomb, you get most of your fucking.
But they don't do it how you think they do it.
Explodes.
You have to.
The way I would imagine
it's Red Mage in Final Fantasy 14 is what it is. That's what Prismatic is. You have to build up your light and your dark. And then when you build them up, the gauge all the way, you pop off.
Well, then it is exactly what I'm thinking. I was thinking that you have to get multiple currencies to pay for something. And that's exactly what you're having.
Well, you have to use light abilities and dark abilities to, or there's also some things on the ground that you can go into and it fills the gauge.
I just need my warlock to be like a blue mage.
Well, I mean, if everybody, well, yeah, I mean, duh, an unkillable thunder machine. Everything wishes it was a blue mage from Final Fantasy 14. But yeah. But that came out, and something else came out today, a patch for Helldivers 2 that rolled back all the nerfs and stuff. So now you can go into the game and feel like Superman again.
Oh my God, roll back all the nerfs.
They rolled back the nerfs.
Oh, well, at least you can fight the bots again.
Yep.
We were getting destroyed.
Yes, it was bad. It was real bad.
We landed and there was just already bots there. And then they started calling in ships and they had us pinned against the side of the map where we couldn't get around them. They just sit there and beat us relentlessly.
Beat your ass to death, man. This is bad. It's like if they made it harder, yeah,
and
they did.
It was level 7. And
yeah,
we bumped
it up.
We bumped it up to the Helldiver one, the number 10, and it was easier. Or is it 9?
9.
Yeah, we bumped it up to 9, and it is actually easier to play the missions.
We completed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they rolled back their nerfs. They've buffed up a bunch of stuff. So now you're not, it's not as hard as it was.
I do like how they, I like the propaganda machine. So anytime they want to nerf it, it's like, the government in the game is trying to save money at your expense.
Yeah.
And make the weapons weaker.
Yeah, or you do something something good and you get 30 more minutes of sleep time. That's your reward for it. The current mission right now is you have a choice. You can either go to a planet and do something, or you can save children in an orphanage. Oh, yeah, you get anti-tank mines if you do the one mission on the planet, or you can save orphans. And I heard that the secret is if we do the orphanage mission, we get a double-barrel shotgun.
Both of these.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. I've talked a lot. You guys can talk now.
You don't get a fireball?
No fireball.
You save the orphans?
Yep. No fireball. Denied by admin.
I tell you, one game that you can save orphans in is a little game called Fable. Oh yeah,
that's true. And in Fable 3, then you can buy the orphanage and then rent it back to the orphans for money every month. Yeah.
Oh my
Fable
God.
3.
I'm so excited for this new Fable because
Landlord Simulator.
If they keep that same like sick comedy, it's gonna be great with
Oh, they will. They have to. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Now, I don't know if y'all know this. So I wasn't going to talk anything, but I have to mention this because it is my God-given mission to mention this every time I can. So right now is Steam Next Fest, right? So there's a lot of stuff on Steam right now that you can download demos of and play and everything, try them out and everything. So I'm just going to say it here. I know nobody likes this, and I'm fine with that. I love it. I don't know why I do, but I do. But I'm just going to say it right now. As a part of Steam Next Fest, you can download a Once Human demo and play it this week. Also, the game releases July 8th.
Well, the
I'm
TV
just throwing that out
is
there.
July 9th.
Okay, well, July 9th.
Maybe it releases for you July.
Maybe they've seen dedicated. Me. I have been spreading the gospel of Once Human since I found out about it. Hey, and like I said, I know no one likes it but me and Reekin. Like Reekin enjoyed it.
It's not less like this horrible game. I like that it's weird, but
yeah,
I think it just needed a little more polish to it before I was going to enjoy playing it.
Yeah. And that's fine. Like I said, it's not for everybody 100%. I don't understand why I like it so much, but it does something in my brain and I like it.
To be what is top on Diz's list when it comes to Fable.
Yeah.
That is true. That is very, very true.
Once Human. I just don't understand the story. But I think that's part of it. It's like they want it to be a little mysterious, right? So
I'm just trying
is
to figure
Kiefer
out
Sutherland gonna be in the actual release?
It could be. Kiefer Sutherland could be there. There's a few more. Like I found Anson Mount is named in one of the missions. And I'm like, that's a real dude. I know who that is. He's Captain Pike on Strange New Worlds.
And then you see,
I was trying to figure out how Clan figured out how to do all the building and stuff.
I know, right?
You know why? Because it helps you along. It doesn't just go, here's the game. What do I do in this game? Fuck if I know. But you made it. Yep. And then you shit your pants. And then everything around you collectively shits their pants.
I told you I would help you with that game.
Shit Simulator 2025. No, listen, depending on how they do the Power Rangers thing, I'll if they make it to where you can have a Zord or something, I definitely want to go in and get a Zord. 100%. I will stream me in Arc so that there's proof that I played Arc. I'll buy it on Steam so that I can access all the stuff because I don't know how it works on Xbox because I downloaded the new version because it's on Game Pass and I tried to download that mod that puts quests and stuff in it and it just told me to fuck off. So I'm guessing it's like Power World where it's like you get the game, but it's not the real game. Although I will say Power World, they said in the Xbox thing is getting dedicated servers on Xbox. So that means the Game Pass version will let you have private servers now when it updates, whenever that is. So there it is. Also a new island.
I just wish that they would fucking get rid of Nintrado as exclusive.
Yeah, I really wish they would use G Portal.
Oh my God.
That exclusivity has got to run out at some point.
Because if they gave it to G Portal, I would look at Harley and be like, get rid of the Nintrado. We're shifting to G Portal now.
I can literally get a G Portal server for Enshrouded, which we have, Valheim, V Rising, Soul Mask, I think is on G Portal as well. I think. Don't hold me to that.
I'm pretty sure you can get it from Minecraft also.
Yeah, you can get it on Minecraft, yeah. Like everything just about it. Unless they have some weird exclusivity.
Back when it was back as Ark Survival Evolved, you could get G Portal for it then.
Yep.
But Wildcard decided to be stupid. and put this exclusivity BS on here and pick the worst one. Because
you can get a Soul Mask server.
I would try to get sponsored and have a server that we could, specifically actually play if it wasn't Nintrado.
I hit up G Portal about that. They emailed me back. They were real nice about it.
What did they say?
Sponsorship?
About being a partner and being able to have a free, server.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. We do not meet the qualifications.
Because you don't stream on there on a game long enough?
Nope. Because you gotta have like 1,000. You gotta have like over 100 concurrent viewers. But they were real nice about it. The email they sent's real nice. It's in our email box.
Nintrado doesn't have that as a thing. Because I know a few people that have got that is nowhere near that number.
I know.
But Nintrado is a lot more courage than the rest of them.
Yeah. G Portal also has Pal World server. The problem I have is there's so many games out right now that I want to play, but there's no human way that you can play all the games that I want to play right now.
No, and the problem is a lot of those games are multiplayer games or MMOs or so
yeah,
there is almost limitless hours you can put into them.
Right. Like I want to play ESO with you. Or Buck too if he wants to play it.
I've never played.
I've got 2 characters rolled up.
But then I also want to do 14. Personally,
I've got the extremes loaded up, ready to do those.
Yep, I need to do those. So here soon I'll be buying Dawn Trail. Don't know if I'll ever play it, but I'll buy it. That way I have it if it's there. Then of course in August, War Within comes out. So that's like
I will be there.
There's like 4 or 5 days worth of story.
Fuck you. There'll be more than 4 or 5 days worth of story.
There'll be 4 or 5 days worth of story. And then it'll ask me to go get pants.
Welcome
the way
to
you
the
play,
without.
it'll be more than 4 or 5 days.
Within.
It'll be like, yeah, you hit max level. What do I do now? Well, there's these better pair of pants over here. You should go do that.
Don't forget they're adding expedition, like your war band.
Yep, your war band.
This mix. That's a whole different ball game this time.
That's true. And they share a bank and inventory.
I don't want to be in a war band.
No, it's your characters. Your characters are in a war band on your account. That links your whole character's account together.
Yeah.
So try to get them better gear without you having to play all of them, which helps me. And people like me that have like 34 fucking characters that don't need to be playing that many characters back to back to back.
That just made me think of like that PBS commercial. And people like you.
Yes. So, I hope they redo the crafting system. And by redoing the crafting system, I hope they bring the old crafting system back and replace the new one. I can teach you how it
works.
But it's so shit.
Just like I told you, I can get you through the freaking trading post in less than 4 hours. You just won't freaking log on and let me do it.
So all you got to do, Clan, is log into Mortal Online 2, learn their crafting system, and
that's
then
true.
You've got the beginner's guide to learning WoW's new crafting system.
That's true. Oh, that's true. While my dingling is hanging out because I forgot to craft pants.
I don't know if you've ever seen that bug, but the crafting system is so detailed.
Jesus, it
in
is.
Mortal Online too.
It's is crazy. Wow.
You pick the hilt of your sword,
rough.
And you pick the metal of the hilt and like the pommel and You can do different metals and materials for every little piece of the sword.
I mean, WoW's not that bad.
It's not that bad. But it is confusing. It's not as intuitive as it once was.
Yeah.
Is where I was at with it. Like,
I mean, have you been watching the crafting system in Nightingale Disc?
A little bit.
It starts going deeper and deeper down a rabbit hole. Like, I'm getting into the excellent workbenches, which is the final workbenches. I can't tear up any of the workbenches I have right now until I get the new ones built. Because I need the ones I have down now to make the stuff I need to craft the ones that are replacing them.
Yeah.
And in order to make the high-end gear, you've got to know which type of metals and which type of wood and which type of fiber or hide or twine or whatever that you need to increase the levels so that you actually get the right level gear out when you're done. WoW isn't that in depth. The gear score is the gear score once you've put in the right stuff. Like, I need this metal and this hide. Not you got to go and make sure that you match all these different components together to make sure it comes out as the highest gear possible.
WoW's system has always been you kind of just understand it, and then now you have to do a little bit of learning, a little bit of research here.
On tonight's episode, try to find out how these guys lost their virginity. How did they find someone that would sleep with them, who wanted to see them naked?
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries.
Alcohol. That's the answer. He didn't know that already?
Nice.
I have the answer.
That's the best $3 I ever spent.
$3? Jesus.
Well, I had to buy bits. I didn't have bits.
It's only 50 bits.
I didn't have bits. I had to buy 300 bits. That's $3.
All right. It is getting late, so let's call her there. And
what are we calling her?
Well, I don't know, but I don't think Narcopi's going to be streaming next week, right? Unless Clan's going to be streaming, because I'll be MIA.
That's true. We will see something. Something will happen. We'll try.
So tune in. Join the Discord. He'll tell you there. Right?
That is true. Yes. 100%.
You're going to be MIA all week?
Yep.
So no 3 old men either.
Nope. No 3 old men. No Super Retro Game Show Extreme. Yeah, I know.
Yep. We will continue that the following week, normal time. And I guess Buck, you're gonna be streaming tomorrow and next week, so we'll let you get out there and entertain everybody.
Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow at 11 for some 7 Days to Die, Darkness Falls. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays we go live at 11, which Mondays is Nightingale. And then Tuesday and Wednesdays is Ark Survival Ascended. There's no D&D this weekend because it's Father's Day weekend. And the only person I know of that was going to be available is going to be Harley, and it's going to be really hard for her to play all of y'all's characters.
I would love to see it, though.
So one person D&D episode.
Yeah. I'd love to see her impersonation of everybody's characters.
I mean,
it'd be great.
I mean, we could have started early, and then I could have just slowly walked her through everyone, be like, all right, roll for this, and we could have seen what happened. But I guarantee that somebody probably would have potentially died.
People will die.
I mean, because y'all supposed to be heading to the
Mistakes were
Dragon's
made.
Lair.
That's right. There were mistakes made. That happens anyway, though.
So I think, depending on how it all works out, our next D&D session will be the 6th of July. Because I've got 3 yays. And considering that Stax is still on the military hiatus, there's 6 of y'all, so that's half the team. So if you two are still up in the air, that's still at least half the party. So I think we will be a go for the 6th. Hopefully y'all can make it, but we'll see what happens. Especially since it's Valden's town.
All right.
V Town.
That's something else.
The V is for sucks.
V is for venereal disease.
Valerian disease.
Valerian disease. Oh, he's got that Valerian disease.
That's the grayscale.
That's horrible, man.
But yeah, we'll see what all happens.
All right. Well, like I said, we won't be streaming much next week unless Clan gets out there and fills in the time slots for us. And you can maybe play
That's
some
me.
Fire
Filling in
Emblem
slots all week next week.
Yeah. He enjoys that Fire Emblem game, right? Is that what you played last time? Maybe you played Once Human.
I've played other games since then. I think the Once Human beta will probably be over by then. I think.
Okay.
So won't be able to get that one again until July or 9th.
No, you played something else last time.
But I do have other games to play. I've got V Rising. I've got Soul Mask. I've got Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Destiny 2.
There's Destiny 2, but I don't think anybody wants to watch me play Destiny 2 unless you just want to see what happens when somebody plays Destiny 2 badly.
If it's entertaining, I mean.
Maybe. I mean, I'll make it entertaining. There'll be like curse words and.
I'm not saying you play bad because I don't know that I've played that much with you on Destiny.
See that, chat? Too good to play with me.
No, I play with anybody.
You heard it here first.
Plan's too good to play Destiny with me, chat, when I played.
That's not true.
Because I only played with Diz and Sly.
I did enjoy the matchmaking better in Destiny than I did in Halo. I will say that.
Yeah. Hopefully they bring that mode that doesn't let you use supers and stuff.
Yeah, I never did get to try that, so that'd be good.
I liked the mode that you only really had supers. Mayhem.
That one was fun too.
Because if you used your gun in that mode, you were doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Fair.
All right. Well, join our Discord, and that's where we post a lot of stuff and chit chat with everybody. Keep you informed of when we're going to stream and what we're going to stream and who we're going to stream and all that stuff.
Is that right?
And then we have all the socials because it's federally mandated that if you're going to stream, you got to have socials.
Sure.
You got to have that, and you got to have a merch store. We got that.
We got that too.
We got that box checked, and we have the YouTube. So
that's right.
Out the YouTube, and tons of videos on there. All kinds of different stuff, D&D and retro gaming and maybe a movie review.
There is one movie review that happened really early in the morning.
So go check out that. And if you're watching this later, you're already there. So hit that
That's
subscribe
true.
button right below
It's
the
right
diesel
below
right
us.
there. Yep. And then hit that bell.
That's me.
I don't know what the bell does, but I was told you had to
Oh,
hit
the
it.
bell is really easy. If you hit the bell, then you get notified every time that we upload a new video.
Yeah. And we do that quite often. So you'll get that
At least twice a week, except for next week.
You'll get that ding-a-ling bell notifying you. Ring a ding ding. And if you like us that much, show up over here on the Twitch. We have the Twitch channel, and you can hit the follow button here, and then
That's right. You can talk to us live in chat, and we'll respond.
We'll talk to you because we don't have 100 concurrent viewers to be able to get a G portal.
We don't, but you know what? If you and all of your friends show up, maybe we can get that G portal partnership, and then we can have a server. And you know what? You can tell us what kind of server you want.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's the whole spiel. So I guess we'll see you guys not next week for this show, but the following week.
True. The following
do show
week,
up and watch Clan Diesel, and show up tomorrow and watch Buck play. What's tomorrow? Is it Arc tomorrow or 7 days?
7 days.
7 days.
It's on Friday.
7 days on the Friday.
We freaking kill zombies on Friday.
There you go.
Right. All right. So until next time. We used to do a thing where it's like Clan Diesel did like
I did. I would talk in an old man's voice, and I would go, "Hey, you kids, get off our lawn!"
All right, we'll go with that. See you next time.
Now we just go fuck off. Bye.
Yeah.
Now get the hell out of here. We're signing off.
See ya.